Hi, welcome to Laureen View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. Today's date is Thursday, May 18th, 2023. And today, instead of looking within the US for some news and something to read about, we're going up north to Canada. You see, right now in Alberta, Canada, there are a lot of wildfires going on. Most of them, all but 11%, seem to be man-made or are under investigations. Many of them are under investigation. But I'm going to take you to a compilation I've got and include some alt media chatter and let you, we'll see what the cards have to say about this situation. Okay, so let me show you why it might possibly be worthy of a tarot read that, since mine tend to usually focus on current events. 1 second. As always, this compilation will be available to you. You can click on the Facebook link that will be in the video description box if you'd like to look at these or follow these links in closer detail. Okay, here is a picture just taken 2 days ago that was of some wildfires in the Alberta area. Now, I've also included a link that will take you to Alberta Wildfire Status Dashboard. Okay, there are currently 92 active wildfires. And when I clicked on this, that was where I got to the information that only 11.96% had been confirmed to be caused by lightning. The others seem to be either suspicious and under investigation or have been confirmed to be of human origin. Okay. Now, here's what I wanted to include with some alt media chatter. 2 individuals so far have confirmed the fires are a cleanup operation. One is former US military, the other is a Canadian woman. Makes sense to me anyway. So I thought we're going to ask the cards about this situation. Before we do, a couple more inclusions in this compilation. I have the Alberta notification about the numerous wildfires. Okay, this isn't a direct link. Okay, so but you can find that. I just thought I would include it. And here's something kind of interesting. Troops fan out across Alberta as province prepares for challenging battle against wildfires. Even as these troops were landing, there was alt media chatter that those troops were actually there for a purpose in addition to or besides the wildfire, that this would be a perfect way to have troops being deployed into areas where there were going to be some political cleanups and not have people question the troop movements. We've seen that in numerous countries. They have a cover for why we're seeing troops on the ground once they can no longer be hidden. So I thought, again, perfect opportunity to ask the cards about the situation. So that's what we're going to do. You know, Alberta has got a very popular person seen in the public eye because she may indeed be a 2.0, Danielle Smith, who is up for re-election. And there's a lot of concern that there might be shenanigans to prevent that from happening. Now, we know there's many 2.0s in the world, and a lot of them are doing a lot of good. Okay. And Danielle, who is quite likely a 2.0, seems to be one of those. So she may have some resources available to her to prevent shenanigans, which would again give our viewers in other countries, including mine, hope that possibly there may be some help on the way to prevent balloting shenanigans and displacements that aren't truly reflective of the will of the people who are legally entitled to vote and need to have their votes counted. So we're going to ask the cards, okay? Without question, many of these Alberta fires were started human start, okay? And I'm not going to even imply that they were started so they could deploy troops. That would, as far as I'm concerned, the white hats, that's just a trick that they would not pull because there's so much possibility of collateral damage, including wildlife. I mean, humans can hop into a car and vacate the premises, and wildlife can only move as fast as their poor little legs will go. And so when life is viewed as precious, and I feel like the white hats do view all life as precious. I just don't see them taking that kind of a step, but capitalizing on it, possibly. So that's how we're going to phrase the question, universe. Is have the Alberta wildfires and the response teams for them, especially troops, are they actually are they a cover for some shenanigan cleanup that is highly needed, long overdue? And is there other information the universe wants us to know? Let's find out. Okay, insights and information regarding the Alberta wildfires, especially in regards to, is it possible that some of those troops being moved around are actually helping with some political cleanup that is long overdue and highly needed? Let's find out. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Six of Wands, King of Cups. Okay, as always, I will share with you some insights that I've gotten from the cards, and then I'll show you why within the cards, what elements led me to these statements. First of all, the data showing that so many of those wildfires is man-made is absolutely accurate. Unfortunately, they have been. The vast majority of them were started by humans, and their intent was not good. Okay, sometimes it's just pyromaniacs, sometimes it's people being paid to cause some mayhem in a certain area. Occasionally it's been used, as we saw in California, to there were a lot of wildfires that conveniently cleaned up a line they wanted for a railroad that they were going to build. So yeah, there was human, not beneficial elements involved to this. Okay, they were and they were paid to start these fires. There's a lot of payment going on. Okay, now that doesn't mean, like I said, that even though they were started by one side of the equation, the other side can't use that to their advantage. So let's see if that's indeed what's been happening. I think there is, because this is a card of very firm foundations. Okay, the white hats were ready to move and make some actions that could not be completely covert. Okay, and they've been using this situation to do that, to move some troops into place. Okay, hoping that people will be focused on this and not notice this. Fortunately or not, there has been some notice. Okay, and we are no longer sound asleep politically, so we can often look at what possible other explanations can be had for situations that are occurring around us and in our world. Okay, so they've the card here of the Two of Pentacles for the near future talks about balance. Okay, so they have had to balance the fire response with some of the actions that those provided cover for. Okay, ultimately they're very, very happy with what they've been able to accomplish. This is a card of victory here. Okay, so the troops that were being deployed to help with some arrests and apprehensions, they're very happy with that. Okay, the King of Cups, now he is about emotional intelligence. Like I said, he's the ultimate poker player. Ultimate, not necessarily a bad king, but he can be a little tricky. So again, they're going to be not quite clear and candid about what's going on. They're going to keep their motives and results close to their chest for now. So don't look for any big breakthroughs in the media, even in the alt media, about this situation. But the wildfires, definitely the majority of them have been started by humans. They were done probably to because cups hold fluids, probably trying to attack some of the energy resources in the province of Alberta, because they do a lot of drilling and a lot of oil is gotten from there. Okay, they were paid to do that, trying to disrupt the political landscape in Alberta and maybe have some impact on the upcoming election. But it hasn't worked to their advantage. It hasn't worked to their advantage. They've destroyed property, yes, but this also gave the White Hats a chance to come in. I wish there were more swords showing up in this read. I wish there was the justice or judgment card showing up, because with no major arcanas, it tells us this situation is still kind of in flux. We've got some insights on it now, but the major arcanas say, okay, now what your takeaway is pretty well firm and can't be said. So let's get a couple more cards going here and see if we get further insights again. Now, what happens now with these cards I pulled? They're again looking in the near future, and they're providing a little more insights into the fact that there is some celebrating going on of how this situation has been able to be used for good. Okay. We have a 8 of Swords. Again, Swords are a justice card, but this is a card that also indicates a little bit of a stalemate going on. Okay, maybe a truce. Now we have the 8. Interesting, they're both 8s. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, very skilled labor going on here. Okay, and a portion of the project is complete when you see that. The Emperor, we finally got a major arcana showing up, and a good one. Okay, so yeah, the White Hats are on it. It landed also on top of our victory card here. Okay, so yeah, a little more confirmation there. And finally, we have the 10 of Swords. Again, swords are a justice suit. They're also thoughts and words. They can stand for contracts, things like that. 10s mean an ending of something and a time of change and transformation. Okay, move it on. And we know our world is moving on to better things, without doubt. So let's recap. We were asking about the numerous wildfires, over 90 of them, that are actively going on in the Alberta province in Canada. We got information that the wildfires, the data showing that many of them were of human origin was absolutely right. The cards seem to indicate that people had done those deeds per pay. Shame on you, to destroy property and harm living things. Think of all the things that can't get out of the way of those fires. What a horrible, horrible thing to do. Okay, now, again, going on the firm conviction that White Hats would not do something like that, but they might be able to capitalize on a situation and use it for good, which is something, you know, that our divine does many times. We make mistakes, we're sorry about them, but we build on them, we're better people. And yeah, so while it wasn't a White Hat instigation of the fires, they have used this to move some troops and start doing some apprehensions and things like that. Now, it's not as, we got a card here showing, you know, the balance, about 50%. So they haven't had as much ability to pursue these avenues as they're going to, as they wanted to. But what they have, they're very, very happy with. This is a victory card showing up for the near future. Absolutely a victory card. Now, the only major arcana that showed up late in the read, and that means it's in the near future. My ultimate White Hat card, just a confirmation that this is, the White Hats are on this, okay? It may still be a little bit of a tug of war between the attempts to harm the oil production in the region of Alberta and then the White Hat readiness to take some action and make some apprehensions and what have you. Maybe a little tug of war of that, but ultimately, White Hats. Nothing can stop what is coming. While the ending might not be for everyone, but nothing can stop what is coming. Okay, that's it for this read. Now, before I go, I do want to remind you This coming Sunday is the third Sunday of the month, and I will be hosting a meditation. We do this on my channel the third Sunday of every month. It'll be available on YouTube as a live stream, and then it'll stay up if you'd like to watch it later, or you can't join us right at the time we do it. You know, that can happen because I have viewers from all over the world, the 24 time zones. You can't all make it at the time we do it. I understand that, but you can use your powers of intention and manifestation to send your energy back to our start time, so that you're joining us. Even if it's later, you're still joining us when we do it. Now, the focus of this month's meditation is going to be on detachment. Okay. Now, what is detachment? We're talking about not a physical thing, but an emotional thing. Learning to be, again, as I often say here in the channel, that we have to learn how to observe current events without absorbing them, letting them derail our mood, our day, our energy, what have you. That's detachment. Sometimes as we've woken up and those around us that we love and care for so much haven't, we've had to learn detachment. Because if you're gonna let it eat you up that someone opted for this, no matter how much you pled for them not to, that was their free will. Okay, that was their choice, and we have to detach from that. We can still love them and care for them and try to be making manifest excellent things, including remedies and healing and health for them, but we have to detach from the churning and vibration lowering emotions around things like that. So we're going to be thinking of items that we need to detach from, or celebrating times and ways we've successfully detached emotionally from things we can't change. Okay, because at the end of the day, what we're in charge of is ourselves, and we can advocate and plead and hope for better things for those around us, but we have to honor their free will choices. Absolutely. So detachment is a big skill. It's a big part of that emotional toolbox that we're building in preparation for moving on to better things as a plane of existence and as a human race. So, however, any positive intention is welcome. I encourage you to think about the focus, think about things you need to detach from, celebrate the things you've learned to be a little more detached about, current events or financial drama or whatever it might be, okay? And then if there's other positive aspects of our day-to-day and life and existence that you want to bring to that meditation, you're more than welcome to. These meditations last about 20 minutes. So they never go over 30. So we won't take up a lot of your day. You don't have to worry probably about going to sleep during it. And you're welcome to join us. Okay. So until next time, everyone, love and light and everything bright. Bye.